And here we are. Hello everyone. Welcome back to this bullshit we call investigation game. It lies to us. It tells us it tells us that these things here will be intelligent, and then it's all bullshit. I can't believe this. But yeah, welcome back to this attorney. It is me, Faye, accompanied once more with my two lab people, Speck and Saber.
Meow.
Hebo.
So I'm gonna click on this fucking menu. Give me music. Give it to me. Ugh. There we go. The Great East Attorney Chronicles. But yeah, we were finishing up the first day of the trial of chapter 3 last time, and it was a bit of a doozy actually, because no one knows what the hell is happening. Also, hi Pain. But yeah, like no one has any idea what has happened other than apparently that Hairbrain probably being scammed out of his goddamn mind by the engineer that made the machine.
It's been so long, I have no idea either.
It's been 2 weeks.
It feels longer.
It's what I have to deal with every day, chat.
Oh no, they have egg whites in their eyes now. Their eyes are eggies.
I do like eggs.
Apparently my stomach doesn't.
Well, skill issue.
Man, I just want to be hanging from the roof again.
Sure. Give me a second.
Okay, you can be the. You can put them in the spell.
Give me a second.
chat.
I'm gonna throw Saber. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there they are.
Do you like being on the roof there?
Yes, this is comfy.
I don't understand you, but okay.
Anyways, we now have a snake problem in our roof. Someone send help. But you know, neither Band 6 nor us know what is happening, but clearly we're both very invested in getting Hairbrain out of there. So yeah, now we have to investigate again and somehow try to find something. So I gave them that idea. Nah, that just gives me an excuse to throw Saber around like a ragdoll.
Wait, hold up.
Wee.
You don't need to be sorry. This is only good. Oh boy. Time for investigation. Also, yeah, Susato is fucking back. I forgot about that part.
That's kind of important, yeah.
It's pretty fucking important.
Oh, this room. It's been so long. It doesn't change in the slightest though.
Your microphone is sounding a bit weird.
What?
Your voice sounded muffled for the first phrase.
Oh, this room. It's been too long. It hasn't changed in the slightest though.
Thank you. That's probably because Naruhodo doesn't have any interest in interior designing.
And it's been some 6 months, hasn't it? That's a long time for things to say. So familiar.
I know when you might return, and I wanted everything to be as you'd left it. But it has been some 6 months, it's true. It's like... Mickey Mouse, I'm scared.
Mickey Mouse jump scare, yahoo! So your father asks you, what happened? What happened for you, Fazbear?
My father?
Yes, Professor Mikotoba. I mean, it was half a year ago, but that's why you went back to Japan. Because of the telegram you received saying he'd fallen ill with a very high fever for some unknown reason.
That's right. So I was surprised to learn you'd be coming back so soon. Surprised, but happy.
So, you see, Naruhodo, I am now also a lawyer.
I think I wrote about it in my letter to you, that it was all a trick. My father is in fine health, and I'm obviously very relieved about that.
Well, we're all delighted to have you back.
It was quite by accident that I've been able to return to Europe, actually. It's because of a very grand conference called the International Forensic Science Symposium.
Oh, was some Japanese person going to the science symposium? And there was a forensic science symposium Lord Strongheart mentioned.
Anyway, I arrived safe and sound, and all that matters is I'm here now.
To be fair, I think Iris is more interested in being a poisoner than a lawyer, you know.
After all, I haven't yet fulfilled my promise to you, Iris.
Oh, the fuck? What do you mean?
You must tell us everything that happened while you were back in Japan.
Yes, of course, I saw.
And then I threw that motherfucker 10 meters into the sky and he died.
No, I feel bad for that guy.
And there's one other thing. Something you wrote in your letter that particularly grabbed my attention. About you know who. About Kazuma.
I know, I'll tell you all I can.
Tell me! Jesus, four in all of a sudden, okay.
I knew.
Haha, no.
When I first arrived back in Japan, I thought I'd never be allowed to return in Britain. But curiously, after that awful trial at the Supreme Court, Father's mood changed entirely.
The awful trial? Oh, yes. For the murder of Giselle Brett.
Oh, you're just the man then, didn't you, Susie?
And it's the best fucking lawyer design in the entire fucking series.
No question. Like, holy shit.
Well, yes, since women are forbidden in the courtroom, I had no choice.
God, I want to say something, but I don't know if that's okay.
Well, what is it?
It was such a good design. I turned straight for a minute when I saw it.
Wow, amazing. I wish I'd seen it. Don't you, Runa? Come on.
Yes, I suppose so. Oh god.
I want to play a being a lawyer now. I could wear a fake mustache. False mustache, maybe.
I don't think a mustache could hide the fact that you're just 10 years old, Iris.
Never know until you try.
Something else I've been wanting to ask you, Miss Sato. It's about the real reason why Professor Mikotoba summoned you back to Japan. So in your letter it was something to do with that comics loot we found in Mr. Natsume's lodgings.
That's right, the very large collar we found with the bee emblem on it.
The Hound of the Baskervilles.
It seems Mr. Natsume included a drawing in the collar in the report he submitted about his time in Britain. I understand that when Father saw the report, he turned as white as a sheet.
How would that be then?
Father came to Britain himself, of course, to study. It was some time ago now, but he stayed for 6 years. I can only imagine that something must have happened during that time. But if he refuses to tell me what it was, then I intend to find the answer for myself. And I've decided that I, for one, won't keep any more secrets.
Oh, Susie.
That's a very meaningful look, Susato-san's giving Iris there. Lord Strongheart mentioned something about that symposium too. I think he said that investigative authorities from 40 different countries would attend.
Yes, and from Japan, my father and Judge Chikoku have been invited. It's something of an honor, I believe.
Well, Professor Mikotoba is the leading expert in forensic medicine in our country, after all. But who's the other person you mentioned? A judge, did you say?
Yes, His Excellency Judge Seishiro Chikoku. You've met him, Mr. Naruhiro. Last year, in the Supreme Court, you can't possibly have forgotten. That terrible trial of yours when you were accused of murder.
Ah, yes. I try to think of that as positive turning point in my life these days. I mean, yeah, yeah.
Well, it was Judge Chikoku who presided over that trial.
They finally are showing the name of one of the judges in this series. That is incredible.
He has a name. What the fuck?
If I'm perfectly honest, I'd be happy never to see that man's face again in my life.
Oh, well, anyway, as father was invited to the symposium, he agreed to me returning to Britain too. He won't actually arrive until next month, but, well, I couldn't wait. So I pleaded with him, and in the end, he agreed to me going on ahead.
Yes, about the symposium. It seems as though Lone Strongheart has put in an awful lot of work to make it happen. It's obviously very important.
I believe it, yes. As I understand it, Lord Strongheart organized the entire event himself. I think he's hoping that by achieving exceptional results, he'll get the job of an Attorney General.
The most senior position in the British justice system.
He's hoping to use his power to create the world's finest police institution. That's what father said anyway. Apparently, it's Lord Strongheart's lifelong ambition.
Does Professor Mikotoba know Lord Strongheart personally then, I wonder? Actually, Lord Strongheart gave me a long speech about this very subject only yesterday. I sort of lost the will to live early on and didn't really listen to much of it. God.
How trying for you.
The witch is dead! Giselle Brett. The one whose unforgivable actions ended in me being wrongly accused of a crime I didn't commit. And who, you know, killed Iris's father. The murder of Dr. John H. Wilson. Yes, Giselle Brett. That's a name I won't forget for as long as I live.
The extraordinary thing is, though, it seems it's a name we should all forget.
Sorry?
Since the incident, our government's intelligence services have been investigating Miss Brett. But it turns out that an Englishwoman by the name of Giselle Brett didn't actually exist.
Oh boy, this bullshit again.
Oh, lovely, great.
Didn't
That's just
exist? But
wonderful.
how can that be?
It was a pseudonym. Her real name was Shin, and she wasn't in visiting student either. That was a front.
A front? Who on earth was she then?
Miss Ashin. Her name is literally all our intelligence services have been able to ascertain about her.
Shin.
Assassin.
Thank you, Ace Attorney.
Nobody knows why or even how she came to be in Japan. It's a complete mystery.
But that makes no sense. It's not easy task to be accepted as a foreign student anywhere. What could the woman have been up to?
I'm afraid I really don't know. The only thing we can be sure of is that she had some business in our country that we don't yet understand.
Well, Bane, the thing is, she didn't miss. She did in fact murder the shit out of someone.
Unfortunately.
It's kind of fucking. It makes it even funnier that she got killed by some reporter guy on a power trip.
God, I almost fucking forgot that that's how she went out.
I just went and stabbed the fuck out of her.
God, didn't play enough Assassin's Creed. God, you say AC, but now all I can imagine is either I can't tell if she didn't play enough Assassin's Creed or she didn't play enough Animal Crossing.
Or Armor Core. Or Ace Combat. And now she's been killed. All the questions surrounding her existence remain unanswered.
I'm afraid so.
Ah, Shin. Who on earth was she? Why do I feel as though I've heard that name before somewhere? Was it one of... Wait, was Shin not one of the names in the telegram?
It's been forever.
Oh, hi, Pixie. Oh boy. Oh no, no, stay away from the cables, not during the stream.
Go, Pixie, go. Woo.
There, you stay on my lap, okay? Behave. But yeah, if Naruhodo thinks that he has heard that name, someone is probably in the secret telegram that was on the disc. If I had to make a guess.
Pixie, kill.
No, don't kill the stream, Pixie. You're a good boy. Well, anyways, let's go to the somehow even bigger matter in the hands of the assassin that sneaked into Japan.
Woohoo.
But yeah, I think you're right that it's from the thing.
Is she also gonna be alive somehow?
I have no fucking clue.
I'm still so concerned about the fact that Gregson of all people was in that telegram. Feels so out of place. So what about Kazuma?
After my friend Ray's trial, the reporter who actually killed Miss Brett said something very strange.
Oh, here we go again. I get to voice act this guy. I know the truth. I know you have a hand on what went on. It's a visiting student's fate. Nobody here in Japan knows anything about it. They don't know the guy never made it to England, and he died on a steamship. He'll never...
Obviously, I couldn't ask him to elaborate at the time. But later, I visited the man in his prison cell and asked him what he was going to say about Kazuma-sama.
Ooh, we didn't see this before. Ooh. What did you learn?
After he died on the voyage to Great Britain, his body should have been unladen at the port of Hong Kong and passed into the care of the consulate staff there.
Should have been?
Should.
Well, it turns out that his body never arrived.
Oh fuck.
The secret disc asks... the secret disc was probably a list of people that were supposed to be sent to England or something then. By the Japanese intelligence. Or something like that.
Fun.
Because the telegram was in Japanese Morse code, so...
Aye.
It just disappeared.
What? Kazuma's body vanished?
Our government tried to cover the fact up, it seems. They buried their grave on the cliffs by our hometown. Except Kazuma-sama isn't there.
Well, that's fucking whack. Did Professor Mikotoba know about this?
Yes, it would seem that he did. But he didn't tell me. They are still investigating what happened to Kazuma-sama's body as we speak.
Oh boy. I just don't believe it. What is this acute feeling of apprehension I have all of a sudden? Oh, he's getting the gut feelings, Peg. He's getting that shiver behind the spine when everything clicks without knowing.
He's getting the the feeling. What the
He's
fuck?
getting the delicious pancakes feeling.
The sketchy cake feeling. It is real. It's part of the bloodline.
The Kazuma mystery. You really are a part of this family, Spec.
I definitely more on definitely more leaning towards the Phoenix than Naruhodo.
Well, you're clearly a descendant.
Hello, I am descendant. Hello, I make bullshit up and then it works.
Thinking back now, some of the things that happened on the SS Buria were definitely strange.
Buria!
I mean, after he died, we never saw his body again, did we? Could it be that he's actually still alive?
Stop it, Mr. Naruhodo. It's too much to bear.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Just thinking about the possibility pains me so very much. Cast your mind back to the moment, Mr. Naruhodo. When Kazuma-sama was discovered, Mr. Soames was there, wasn't he? And he definitely examined the body. I remember it clearly.
Ah, you're right. So if Kazuma hadn't actually been dead at all, it would mean that Mr. Soames had lied to us.
But there's no reason why he would possibly have done such a thing.
Looks at all the other times Soames has actively lied about stuff. Uh-huh.
Or hasn't all that information.
Like, this man is hiding a whole conspiracy by himself. What do you mean? I suppose that's true, yes.
The idea that he might still be alive somewhere. It wants to fill me with hope, but I can't let it. Because if it turned out to be not true, then I'd be back at the bottom of that awful pit of despair again. I'm terrified of what might do to me.
Oh, Miss Osato. I know she's given the idea the thought it deserves. It's Osato-san we're talking about, after all. So probably shouldn't push it now. Hey, Susato, look at this one guy that's with Band 6 that looks very similar to Kazuma.
Hey, look at this new friend I found.
What? Meanwhile, the edgy Kazuma. Why do I feel like someone's talking about me right now?
You have water gently boiling on the stove, I see.
If he's wrong somehow, if I can hear the bottle bubbling away. We have plenty of logs. It's not like we have to worry about paying for gas.
It's important to open the window for fresh air when the fire's burning, though. You can't keep it closed just because it's cold outside. It could be a matter of life and death.
Hi, Haru.
Haru, hello.
Well, in the freezing winter, it's a matter of life and death too, if you ask me. Anyways, I'm feeling very sleepy, Miss Susato. I'm gonna go sleep for a moment.
Ah well, perhaps a nice cup of tea will warm you up later. I understand what Naruhodo is thinking, but why must he keep burning stuff so close to the stove?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to making you some tea again, Mr. Naruhodo.
Which you think I wouldn't like, even though I'm not keen on bitter flavors, but this is Susato-san's tea. And it's amazing what a little cake or something on the side can do.
I would dearly love to serve you some sort of Japanese sweet alongside your matcha green tea. But I suppose that's simply not possible given how long we've been staying here in London.
I mean, we could always make it from scratch. Well, I do like the little chocolates you put in with my tea. They go wonderfully.
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, you would, wouldn't you?
It gives me a warm glow inside for some reason. Aww. Hey, look! It's a spade!
Oh no.
Thinking back, that spade's been here since we first moved in, hasn't it?
I'm sure I've told you before, Mr. Naruto. It's not a spade, it's a shovel.
No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade.
No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel.
The Great Spade Shovel War rages on.
I love these two.
You see, I've been keeping my desk beautifully covered in papers as always.
You really must tidy it all up, Mr. Naruto. No more excuses.
Miss Sato, the way I see it, all these papers building up on my desk like this are a reminder of my wonderful, diverse daily life. I like to leave them as they are, so I never forget how lucky I am to have such varied experiences.
In that case, you should definitely have a thorough tidy. Then you'll be able to see your papers putting up all over again and feel that joy renewed.
Still can beat her in an argument, even though I'm the lawyer here.
I guess you're right, Neil. That's fair. I see your Daruma still has only one eye filled in.
Well, we agreed that it's something we do together, didn't we? We could do it right now if you like. I'd be happy with that.
I rather like the anticipation, I think, Mr. Naruto.
Your room through there should be exactly as you left it. I've still never been inside. I've never been invited.
Of course not. Only Iris is allowed in my room.
No doubt I'll be hearing you two giggling away in there again then. Sillies. Hi, Iris.
I learned history from them, from songs.
I'm just gonna be here in the background now. Don't worry about me. Got it.
I'm so pleased to see all our sea creatures doing so well in the aquarium.
I still love that we had a whole side sketch about the aquarium in the little stories. Yes, the prawns are still swimming, and the anemones are still swaying. Obviously, I've been looking after them carefully. At first, I used to drool whenever I looked at those juicy prawns, but not anymore. They're like part of the family now.
I don't suppose they'll ever know how close they were to meeting their maker.
Hi, Iris.
Hi, it's me. What's up, my Naruhodo? It must be about a year ago now. I wrote really long snippets to some of my fellows old notes. It's about one of Hurley's greatest exploits. I called it the Hound of the Baskervilles.
Could you tell us what it's about? Like, I really want to know. Man, I should read a Sherlock Holmes book at some point.
They are good, at least from what I remember. I read them like over 10 years ago.
But the Mr. Jones forbade you from publishing it. With the manuscript somewhere nobody could get their hands on it. And it cost the life of our dear baby boy!
So nobody knows anything about it apart from Hurley and I. But for some reason, you knew the title of it, didn't you, Susie? For some reason. And you wouldn't tell me how'd you come to know it?
I love her Mickey Mouse hat. Yes, Neo, it is lovely.
Yes, but I made you promise that I would explain one day, didn't I? I think it's time.
Oh boy, here we go.
God.
Oh! Well, shit. Well, time to sip some tea. Some tea.
I am only sorry I have had to keep it from you so long, Iris.
The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Susie, tell me what mysterious secrets do you hold?
Like, this literally feels like the equivalent of the case, the the case of Edgeworth's father that connects to everything for some reason.
It was completely by accident that I came to know the title of your manuscript, Iris.
Have fun with Brownie, Haru.
Yay! Pet the kitty for us.
Oh, the brownie. Yeah.
It was a short while ago before we left Japan. I was cleaning for the story and I saw something on his writing desk. A large box of papers. There was a label affixed to the box that was written in English. It read, "The Hound of the Baskervilles."
What? So, why does Mr. Mikotoba have it? Is it because, like, did he get it from Wilson?
Okay. So, wait, can I see the history again? I just want to make sure.
No, it's just like she found it in her father's study.
Okay. Okay.
Like Mr.
making
Mikotoba,
sure.
Mr. Mikotoba had the Hound of the Baskervilles.
Don't worry, Haru, I'm sure he will.
My Baskerville story?
Of course, I had no idea what it was at the time. But father came in and...
Susato, what are you doing?
Father!
You look at those papers.
No, I simply read the label, that's all.
Well, put it out of your mind.
Sorry?
Why that you ever saw it, and certainly don't tell anybody else about this. Do you understand? But what was Iris's manuscript doing in Japan?
I have no idea.
Also, I can't believe they put an S after the Iris in the apostrophe. How could
Iris.
That is not how English is written.
Well, actually, sometimes yes.
You don't put S's after words than ending the S.
Well, if you're trying to describe it as a person's belonging, you would.
Eh.
Unfortunately, that is how that works.
But when I heard Iris mention the word Baskerville that day, the title just slipped out. I would never have guessed that it was an unpublished account of one Mr. Soames' exploits. When I returned to Japan, I asked father to explain. But he refused to answer my questions.
What the fuck happened with the Hound of the Baskervilles? What is happening? Why does this concern a fucking some like forensics investigator in Japan?
And there was no sign of the big box in his office. That's really all I know about it. I have no doubt that the father has a very good reason for being so secretive about it, but still.
I like the way you say it. It's like the father.
I made up my mind to explain myself to both of you.
Oh, thank you for being so honest, Izzy.
So, Mr. Naruhoda, I'm ready to start investigating if you are. I've committed every detail about the case to my memory. And Iris has told me all the disturbing happenings at the Waxwork Museum as well.
So you're fully abreast of the situation already, Mr. Sato? I expect nothing less, to be honest.
I would think our first port, of course, would be to investigate this Mr. Drebber. The engineer responsible for building the elaborate machine that was used to effect this extraordinary trick.
Yes, a conjurer of sorts, by the sounds of it. Well known in the fields of science and magic.
Then we need to go and arrest him.
Well, yes, he must know the truth behind this case, so I agree we really do need to find the man.
Sounds like it's a case of tracking someone down. What's your job for the police? Oh, a great detective.
Are we supposed to guess who she might be thinking of? We don't have much time, so we need to get started straight away, I think.
Good idea. Well, best of luck then.
Oh, you're not coming today?
I'm going to Brixton Road shortly for the herb market. Well, let me know later how you got on, won't ya?
That was a little abrupt. The pull of the herb maker must be strong.
Can't have more than one follower.
Do you know? I honestly thought I might never have the opportunity to return to Great Britain. And certainly not so soon.
It's funny, for the past 6 months I haven't been able to work in court. Meanwhile, you've been raising a storm in the Supreme Court of Judicature back in Japan.
Please, Mr. Naruto, I may have been dressed as a man, but it was a very reserved performance.
So what your father said in his letter about that Ryutaro takedown is reserved.
Yotaro, take it down.
Well, anyway. I'm back here in Great Capital now. And ready to assist you again, in any way I can.
Thank you, Mr. Sato.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Naruto.
Yay.
You are still taking good care of that armband, I see. I'm so pleased.
Well, yes, it feels like it wouldn't be me without it now, to be honest.
Oh dear, there seems to be a thread coming loose just there. Look. I'd be only too happy to mend it for you, Mr. Naruto.
Yo. Oh, thank you. Must have scraped it against something again. Always doing that.
Then take better care of it, please.
It was all going so well until I ruined it. I blew it.
You fucked it up.
About this paper, Mr. Sato.
Yes, it's all about the great exhibition. I've been dreaming about it, you know.
I was sorry that you were going to miss it when you were called back to Japan.
So was I. I felt desperately unlucky. But here I am, back in London while it's underway. It's a team crown too.
Perhaps you're not as unlucky as you thought then.
Once we help Professor Hairbrain out of this terrible situation, we should all explore it together. And of course, we must invite the Professor's good friend Lord 16 as well.
Your luck may not stretch that far. Hey, here, have a gun.
This,
Have a gun.
this was used to shoot down the balloon, wasn't it?
Yes, with a flaming arrow. It's quite a formidable weapon.
I'm quite accomplished with the longbow myself, you know.
No, really?
If you were to balance an apple on your head, Mr. Naruto, I'm quite confident I could hit it from a good 50 meters away.
Just the
Quite
shot.
confident, you say. Does the apple necessarily have to be on my head?
I refuse to comment that.
Misato, do you see this?
You have such great expectations in your eyes, Mr. Naruto, but I'm afraid... And nothing particularly useful comes to mind at all.
Oh, sorry. I'm not sure what I was expecting, really. Alright, nothing to say about the balloon. Nothing to say about the victim. Nothing about the autopsy. Nothing about the screwdriver.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And nothing of the photograph taken by the child with a very long name.
The very long name.
Alright.
Okay, where do you wanna go first?
Guess jumpsuit. Might as well get out of the way. Susato's saying stuff. How do you manage to remember this behemoth's name? The Great Analytiscope.
I don't think it was here when I left for Japan, was it?
Oh, is that right?
Yes, because it was with the pawnbroker.
Ah, of course.
Oh, that's given me wonderful idea. I could pawn everything that's on your desk. The office would be tidy at last.
Don't even joke about it, Mr. Sato. You are joking, aren't you?
You're free to think that.
This is Mr. Jones' famous violin. The one he found being sold for a song at a pawnbrokery. What's it called again? Shoddy something?
Oh yes, this wonderful instrument features in the Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. It's a world-famous Stradivarius.
Stradiwa?
Stradivarius, Mr. Naruhodo.
Stragibor.
Are you even trying now?
We'll come back to this another time, I think. There's all sorts of these shelves, chemistry apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. So all heaped up so high I can help feeling that the whole wall is going to topple at any moment.
It looks as though it might topple, and yet it doesn't. The epitome of Mr. Soames' brilliance.
I don't get it. As it happens, I'm quite well practiced when it comes to stacking shelves myself. Just the other day, the shelf in my office finally gave way under the strain though.
It looks as though it might topple, and it does. Yes, the epitome of your disarray.
I really don't get it. Strangleberries.
Why does Holmes just have a screw in his bookshelf?
What?
On the last screen.
Does he have a what? Ah, skull.
He's had that.
He goes, he's a drama king. I do like this fireplace, it's one of the best things I've seen since we arrived in the country, in fact. Although, I do yearn for Japanese kotatsu. Putting your legs on a warm, blanketed table is so comforting.
Do be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't mistakenly put your feet into the fire, will you? You'd suffer terrible burns, you know.
I worry sometimes about how Susato-san sees me.
Amazing.
My eyes always drawn to this big metal chest that Mr. Jones and Iris use at the coffee table.
Isn't it where Iris keeps her very important papers?
It is, so you think that it's pretty with more care, really. And then the other day, I saw Mr. Jones kick it.
Oh no!
I suppose something must have been frustrating him.
What a shame to mistreat the furniture, though. Was it damaged?
The chest was fine, but Mr. Jones was doubled up on the floor for almost 10 minutes. That is such a... Oh, wrong page.
I want to read that again.
The chest was fine, but Mr. Jones was doubled up on the floor for almost 10 minutes.
I want to see the history. Thank you.
I fucking... Like, first he kicks the chest and then he gets kicked on the shin so shortly after.
Oh dear, that's a painful tale.
He deserves it. Do not kick the furniture. Do not gamer rage. Ah yes, with Sean's curious collection of trinkets from the various mysteries he solved.
It's one of my favorite parts of this room, full of items with such exciting tales to tell.
Shame that Sherlock doesn't remember those tales.
And I do believe he's added to it since I last looked. Now there's a mysterious pincenet, a mysterious little box, a mysterious horseshoe, and a mysterious biscuit.
Wait, what?
I think that last one might just be one of Iris' unfinished snacks.
No. Nom, 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 nom. I'm just hungry.
Iris' pretty little tea set is set up beautifully as ever. Look.
Well, it's only by carefully taking care of the tea set that you can make good tea.
Is that a roundabout way of telling me I need to tidy up my desk?
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, you do overthink things at times.
This blackboard must be where Iris scribbles down her latest ideas, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, she seems to have drawn a lot of little stick figures all lined up. Look.
Cheap apples at the market is what all of them say.
What? Little figures can speak?
Oh, your question would be answered if you only would read this month's French magazine.
So I'm the only one who can't make any sense of this.
Ay.
That's Iris's wonderful collection of medicines, potions, and chemicals. Just look all the little bottles he squeezed onto the shelves.
Yes, there are charming little ribbons tied around the bottles too. But the labels aren't quite so charming, are they? This one here reads Deadly Poison.
Oh, I've been so excited about the idea of helping Iris with her experiments, you know.
Just try to avoid any bottles labeled Deadly Poison or highly explosive.
Now, promises.
If I remember correctly, this large and imposing lump of iron is called a typewriter.
To think that every single one of Adventures of Sherlock Holmes blossomed from this very machine. Ah, it's such a dreamy thought.
I actually had a go on it the other day. The little bars that move when you hit the keys got all tangled up somehow. And that made Iris angry.
Mr. Naruto. You are ruining my dreamy thoughts. Please don't do that again.
Now it makes us angry as well.
Perfect.
Incredible. Alright, let's see if the good old Strongheart is he. Oh.
That?
Alright, I am removing smack mode. This is serious. Oh, who's that standing beside Lord Strongheart?
I wonder. I've never seen her before.
Oh no, she's hot. Ah, the young champion of the court. You had some success this morning, I understand. And you've thrown the entire government into disarray as a result.
Strongheart, I'm gonna be honest. Success is a very relative term.
I feel like every member of the Naruhodo family throws this government into disarray in some way.
Like, let's be honest. All we managed to do this morning was that say, hey, maybe they didn't murder them.
Remember when Phoenix revealed that the chief of police had actually been corrupting the entire organizations for 10 years?
God.
You know someone else who had Storm in their name?
You mean yes. You mean because Professor Harebrain's experiment? Sham science being demonstrated at London's great exhibition. The country's been made to look foolish, and now politicians are scrabbling to respond. Urban 6 is in Whitehall as we speak, giving an emergency briefing. Oh dear, I didn't mean to cause any trouble. None of this is your responsibility. The government is entirely to blame for having been taken in. The special dispensation that prevents investigations at the scene will be annulled later today. Once that happens, my forensic investigation team will move in and deal with that scrap metal in no time. The scrap metal now, is it? Oh boy! She looks like a fucking umbrella scientist!
So who wants to voice them?
This woman is wearing a tie in the 20th century. That means she's terrifying.
I have no idea.
She gives me Saber vibes.
What?
I mean, you're not wrong. But at the same time, I feel like Saber's gonna die if he has anything more than Sato. But
I mean, I can give it a go. I just wasn't expecting it.
I just don't think he has anything else besides Sato top of my head anyway. That much. Besides, like, Zeke's. Oh, up to Saber, I guess, if he wants to do it, or someone else can give it a try.
Until later then, Bloodstrong Heart.
Yes, thank you. I'm sure she won't return in the last chapter to become a very important character.
You know, Neo, you are not wrong.
She was a secret. Who was that? That was Dr. Courtney Seath. Seath, okay. That is a menacing last name. Scotland Yard's team chief coroner. She's leading the forensic investigation team's handling of this case. She was just delivering her report about the victim, in fact. Oh, I see. I'll Mr. Asman. Following the outcome of the trial earlier, I asked the coroner's office to reevaluate its findings.
Actually, what was her job again?
She is the coroner of the Scotland Yard.
Coroner Courtney Seath, which means death or die. That's funny.
Ah, Pixie, no!
Pixie attack!
Pixie literally, like, pushed my mouse off the table, and when I was reaching to grab it, he suddenly grabbed onto the like, little cushion of the microphone.
Pixie surprise attack. Woo.
I'm trying. There. This cat is so dumb. Like, why are you laying down there?
I like causing chaos.
No. There, you need to get up if you want to cause more chaos. I know you won't. Stop that. Alright, that's it, mister. You're getting off the table. If you don't behave, you don't get to rest.
Meow.
You can find her in the forensics laboratory. Ah, right. Now what were you here to see me about? I can give you 7 minutes and 39 seconds of my time. So it's not running quite so spectacularly late anymore. Well, we're gonna be here for more than 7 minutes. What exactly is the forensic investigation team that you mentioned before? The British Empire's police force has become the most exemplary in the world. For that to happen, it's imperative that we embrace forensic science and everything it has to offer. I first created the forensic investigation team a year ago now, and officially, of course, to pave the way.
Goodness, a year ago?
At next month's symposium, I intend to present the results of their work to the world. Once I do that, the House of Lords will be powerless to oppose the creation of a full-scale forensics division.
I mean, technically that isn't true, but...
And once that happens, the position of Attorney General will be mine, and criminals will suffer dearly. What do you mean? For too long, those scoundrels have made a mockery of our legal system with false evidence and bribes. But London scum is about to be rounded up and burned in the fires of hell. I intend to see to it personally. By creating the finest police force the world has ever known, to protect our honor and our future. Look at the size, he means every word. Dr. Side is an extremely reliable coroner. When I officially establish the forensic divisions at Scotland Yard, she will run it as my right-hand woman. Now then, speaking of the symposium, Miss Mikotova.
Oh, yes, my lord.
Your father should be on the high seas as we speak, making his way here to represent the Empire of Japan.
Yes, that's right. I understand he will arrive at the beginning of the next month.
Are you acquainted? Bleh.
Damn, we are okay.
Are you acquainted, Lord Strongheart? With Professor Mikotova, I mean. It was many years ago now, but yes. I remember Dr. Mikotova very well. That boy.
Oh boy.
If my memory serves, it was some 15 years ago now that your father came to Britain as a visiting student.
It was the year I was born, so yes, 16 years ago in fact.
Mikotova was a young practitioner of forensic science, and Jingoku accompanied him as a young promising judge. The punctiliousness and politeness of the Japanese at the time impressed us greatly. Not that I wish to imply impoliteness or carelessness on your part in any way. I didn't think that you were. Dr. Mikotova studied forensics at one of London's large hospitals. St. Sinners, if I'm not mistaken. Dr. Side was also there then, as it happens.
Then, Dr. Sita knows my father, does he?
She was a young medical assistant at the time, so I know their paths crossed regularly. But I've no doubt that they knew each other superficially. After all, Dr. Mikotova was here studying his subject for some 6 years in total. 6 years? That's a long time to be studying abroad, isn't it?
I lived with my grandmother in those years.
So he left his newly born daughter behind and went overseas for 6 whole years?
That's a long ass while.
My daughter, I am going for a medical diploma. I will be back soon.
It was a rather turbulent time at home.
Oh.
I like to think that he got roped into being a student just like Naruto got.
Hey, completely off-topic, random thing, nothing to do with the stream, but Nick's computer is good again.
Yeah, so I heard back when they were watching Gintama on the Sunday.
Ooh, yay!
So we can finally get quality like conversation with Nick.
Goody.
Instead of the mess that was before the older computer.
I mean, y'all can. I'll be there being the quiet Specky. With no good topics, because I'm just there.
No, I got a
I will throw you off the window anyways.
Yay, window!
Perhaps father wanted.
Oh, I thought you already read that. Whoops.
I didn't actually.
Perhaps father wanted a reason to get away.
What do you mean? Why? Well, clearly something was going on at the time. I wanted to ask you about Lord Van Six, actually. I heard that his older brother was killed some years ago by a mass murderer known as the Professor, who targeted nobles and royalty. Is that right? You Japanese are a thorough lot. You've done your research well. Yes. And you could say it was that very incident that gave rise to the Reaper. What? Why? When his brother Clint Van Six was murdered, it was just after young Baroque had graduated from the University of London and become a prosecutor. When obvious criminals who managed to evade conviction in courts started disappearing. Rumors quickly spread throughout the capital. Londoners started to say that wherever Baroque Man 6 went, the ghost of his dead brother wasn't far behind.
Oh my word.
The way you said that, Saver.
So Lord Man 6 isn't the Reaper? It's the ghost of his brother?
My voice cracked. Oh.
I noticed.
Ever since that time, he became a very aloof figure in London's liquor circles.
I mean, I can't blame him.
Oh yes, now Strongheart. Go ahead. It's out Professor Hairbrain's experimental machine. We'd like your permission to examine the remains, if possible. Are you well versed in science then? Not in the slightest. In fact, you could say I was barely aware of the subject until recently. Well, the special dispensation legally is preventing investigation of the machine is currently being annulled. Within a few hours, or to see the team of forensic experts will begin their own investigation. I suppose until then, there is no harm in you looking at the work wreckage, as long as you touch nothing. Thank you. Being able to look at it is better than nothing.
And I'll be able to see it too.
Because I actually know something about science. Your time is up. You'll have to excuse me now, I'm afraid. My next engagement calls.
No, he just says your time is up, and then he just shoots us dead.
Your time is
Goodbye.
up. Pulls out a revolver.
We are extremely sorry to have troubled you when you are busy, my lord.
I have important matters to attend to in preparation for the symposium, you understand?
Vanis is in Twitter. Woo.
He has been symposiumed or something.
He doesn't even walk away, he just vanishes.
Sever the Enormous Clock. Sever the Enormous Clock is still allegedly maintaining its rhythmical TikTok today.
Watching machinery at work can be quite mesmerizing, can't it? Ironically, you can completely forget the time. What I particularly enjoy is watching the enormous wheels of the steam locomotive turning. When I was a little girl, grandmother often used to take me to watch the railway engines, you know.
It's an open fire to me. I could sit and watch the flames for hours.
No, Mr. Naruto, we could install one in the office.
Mm,
An enormous wheel, turned by enormous steam engine.
Perhaps we could start with a simple fireplace.
Please.
Just sitting behind the desk must make you feel so important, don't you think?
Would you like to have an office like this, Mr. Naruto, with such a grand desk?
Who, me? No, I don't think so. Bot,
No?
murder him!
Oh, lovely. Murder.
Thank you.
And then you were slow.
Excuse me.
Well, imagine if you suddenly found yourself needing the toilet. You have so far to go.
How true.
She can't even argue with that. It's just inconvenient.
Perhaps the important people who work in the ostentatious office like this haven't considered such things.
I'm going to take that as a compliment. These very European suits of armor are still glaring at each other across the carpet, I see. In a way, they feel like guardians of the Lord Chief Justice's office.
I suppose they are rather like the lion dogs that got the swines in Japan, aren't they?
Aren't they a bit too human to be called lion dogs?
Did you know that it's a dream of mine to keep 2 cats one day?
I feel as though we've gone off a bit tangent, don't you? I mean, it's good because cats are awesome.
Kibi.
You could read all these books. You couldn't read all of these books even if you were reincarnated 6 times or as a bookworm. Lord Strongheart, do you have read all of these?
Thinking about it, Father's study is full of books that look as though they've never been read too.
Oh, really?
That lots of books are forever pushing their wares on him, you see. And I think he's just too kind-hearted to refuse them.
There's a phrase for that in Britain. People would say they saw him coming.
It makes me wonder if perhaps a vast number of books on the shelves in here. Her sign of Lord Strong has overwhelming kind-heartedness.
I'm not sure you could afford to have a kind heart if you had to keep Lord Van 6 in line, could you? Alright. More locations. Okay, we cannot go to Van 6 office today. We can go to Madame Taspel's. Oh boy. Let's go visit her brain first.
Whoa!
What the fuck? He has gone insane!
Oh dear.
2 days in prison and he's already lost his mind. Oh no.
I don't think he has even been here in 2 days.
It's
I'm
really...
impressed.
And where did he even get the chalk?
Maybe he just asked for it. What's he doing?
If anything, I'm kind of impressed.
He's... Oh my! The whole wall of the cell is covered in mathematical equations.
And he's still writing more now. Professor, sorry to interrupt. Oh boy, here we go again. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo? And who is this young lady?
My name is Susato Mikotopa. I am Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant. It's a pleasure to meet you, Professor.
I am glad to inform you Naruhodo has removed his inhibitors. He is now at full power. Oh, if only I'd better find young Lomo like you sooner. None of this would have happened. What do you mean?
Huh?
No, that's not logical. Makes no sense at all. I need to touch grass.
That grass.
Oh dear, I'm sorry if my presence here upsets you.
He's like, if I had gotten laid, I wouldn't be a nerd now.
Then I would have never murdered that man.
God. I owe an apology too, Professor. I managed to deliver what I promised you I would in court this morning. Oh no! No! The whole miserable affair. It all happened because I'm being such a complete and utter clod.
Professor Hairbrain, what have you been working on in yourself?
Why is there just a random, like, Pythagorean triangle on the side? Let's see.
I guess he's just been trying to keep himself busy.
There is functions, there is alpha, okay. I guess he's trying to... Okay, so he's trying to calculate an angle. He's trying to also do a function of something. With time, it seems.
Don't try to understand math. Thanks, Pate.
Sadly, this goes way past my knowledge of physics and chemistry. Oh, you mean that? Oh dear, how embarrassing! I was suddenly struck by an idea, you see? I actually had to write it down. What was I had to hand? Oh, is it some new hypothesis? Something to surpass your super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, maybe? No, actually, this is my autobiography. Huh?
Pedal back a little bit and explain, weird man. Your
Autobiography.
How I was the Lone Fiddle by Albert Excuse me.
Man just went. Hmm.
Well, at least
I don't
Susanoo
have
has a
words
fit-
for this. I have no words for this except I
at least
don't-
Susanoo has a fit face.
Tell me where you tell me where you were. Tell me what the engineer did with you, hairbrain.
Hairbrain, please tell us where did the Reaper touch you?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. I didn't know you were into that, hairbrain.
Fiddle and diddle, holy shit.
Oh my god. I gotta screenshot this.
You know, at least the localizers were having fun.
Oh my god. Oh, I have to say this without laughing. Okay, wish me luck. Oh.
Your good luck.
I was Tito and Fiddle by Albert Hairbrain. I found I can represent my own fortunes with only odd numbers in an ambitious set of simultaneous equations. Huh?
What?
Are you trying to represent your bad luck mathematically?
Wait,
Through
really?
random equations?
You know,
He's actually lost it.
I'm Faye, I'm scared.
I'm going to have to pay back all the loans I took for the case machine, you see. So it's going to be a new serial publication for next month. Part 1, another birth, another upbringing. I love the tiny little science magazine where he appears. It's so cute.
this is beautiful.
Okay, he looks so happy. You can't beat the man's optimism, that's for sure. I see. Well, for now, would you mind if we talked a little more about the case? Oh, yes, of course. I've been working through the numbers. I was Needle. I was Finkle by the pair of them.
And time to take a screenshot.
Just send this out of context to anyone and say this is Ace Attorney.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Man was fiddled and diddled.
He was
all-
fiddled. He was fiddled by the two of them.
by the pair of them.
I see that the moment Susanoo comes back, the word stops making any sense.
Oh my god! See, we have this. We have the straight woman back, so of course
We have
everything has to go back to being bullshit.
Now that we've gained some order in our chaos, the game decided, okay, fine, chaos. More chaos. Fiddle and diddle. Oh, by the pair of them. With this fucking. Now that I'm hearing the music
This
for a long
music
period of
is so goofy.
You know what it makes me think of, for some reason? It's made me think of Final Fantasy 9 of all things.
Oh my god.
It's me.
Fucking double down on it. God. I was diddled! I was fiddled by the pair of them! By Assman!
He was fiddled and diddled by the ass.
By Assman! I'm my dad-in-law engineer, Drebber!
I hope that the localizers got paid really well for this game.
Oh my god! We're not going to have to sit through an explanation of all these equations and the diddling, are we? Oh, 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 oh,
One says the tiddling and the fiddling.
phew! Oh. Oh my god! Oh, that hit hard! Oh my god!
Bad. It's always good to laugh a lot.
I can't believe Herring got fiddled and diddled! That's crazy!
It's okay. It was at least someone caught an ass, man.
Fiddled and diddled by the ass, man. They knew what the fuck they were doing the entire time with that. Like, they fucking. They were like, okay, what's our pun name for these characters? This. Guys, I have a stupid idea.
Oh my god. He just said the SpongeBob Reese. I'm god. I will never recover from this.
Fiddled and diddled by the ass, man.
This morning's trial. Everything I believed in has been torn on its head. My research, my Mr. Assman, the kinesis machine, my hypothesis even. I'm sorry it's gone to this. There must be any other way. No, it's not your fault. I wanted to protect my work. By the end, there was nothing worth protecting. It was never my intention to deceive anyone. I want to trick the public.
No, of course you didn't.
But in court this morning, I realized something. Oh? If you've done something wrong without knowing it, you've still done something wrong. Logically, it makes no difference if you were aware of it or not.
I mean, that's not true.
Ignorance is a pure excuse. The risk still lies with me.
Oh, Professor.
He believed in me this morning, you know. Baroque did. He believed in my hypothesis. Well, I think it was just a necessary factor in the prosecution establishing its case. No, Baroque wouldn't do something like that. I'm sure he genuinely believed it. Did he? I think I understand now. Why it was that he decided to take on the prosecution in my trial, I mean.
Glad you understand.
After the terrible accident happened, nobody would believe in my hypothesis anymore. Not the police, not the prosecution service, not any lawyers even. I feel like I dealt some kind of finishing blow there. So if any other prosecutor had taken the case, if it was anyone other than Baroque, I'm sure the prosecution would have declared my hypothesis a complete and utter nonsense.
And in that case, you would have been declared a fraud yourself, Professor.
Exactly! Which would have paid worse than that for me. But Baroque insisted that I was a proper man of science from start to finish. You think that's why he... I know him very well indeed. He's an extremely kind-hearted soul.
But that extremely kind-hearted soul spent all morning trying to paint you as a murderer, didn't he?
Well, admittedly, that part of the analysis appears to have some flaws in it. And what about the whole Reaper side of things? How does that fit in with the kind-hearted soul idea? The Diddler.
The diddler, no. most.
Do you think he's out to drink? Oh, whoops. Do you think he set out to trick me from the very start? I'm sorry to say, that does seem likely, yes. When I first met him, he introduced himself as a wealthy financier. He looked over the papers and written, and said my work would benefit all humanity and must be pursued. He was enthused, he was sympathetic. But in reality, he was the mastermind of some vast criminal network, it seems. I still can't believe it.
As the machine was essentially a set of decoration for some stage magic.
Oh, Neo, you missed the diddling and fiddling of Hairbrain.
Oh, we need to clip that shit, honestly.
You need to clip both of those later.
You know, this is a perfect moment. Send him the screenshot.
Actually, yeah, just go to the self promo of Nami's server. You'll understand.
It probably didn't require a large amount of investment, actually.
The scale of it. It wasn't just some small trick. It was a very elaborate feat of deception. Oh, young scientists are full of hope about burgeoning ideas, full of zeal. But none of us have any money. We want to do research, but we can't afford it because we are not the second son of some nobleman that just gets all of the money with none of the responsibility. Many of us take on bare illegal part-time work to try and earn just a few measly pennies to carry on. To go through all of that, only to be taken for a complete fool? It's too rotten to believe. It is, I agree. That's why we have to find those responsible and bring them to justice. Injustice we trust. Mr. Asman is no more, of course, which leaves only the engineer.
Mr. Enoch Drebber.
Is he an engineer, or a magician, or a swindler? It was about a year ago when Mr. Asman Fritz brought Drebber to meet me at my laboratory. He said I've met him many times to discuss the details of the kinesis machine. At no point did you have any inkling that he was just an illusionist. Oh, he definitely wasn't just an illusionist. What do you mean? He was a wealth of deep scientific knowledge. There's no question that the man was a genuine scientist. It's sincerely apparent in conversation. I see.
But the wretched man deceived you, Professor. It's unforgivable. We must do everything we can to find him and bring him to justice. Are there no more clues you can give us to his whereabouts?
I'm sorry, we only ever discussed the kinesis machine, nothing else. Man, if only we had the Negatama. Okay.
I'm having trouble paying attention to this point. I'm just busy on the fiddle and diddle.
You know, it's funny because the moment you would talk to Soames, you would probably see like fucking 10 psylogs.
And they would be and they would be of the you know what type.
Oh god.
Huh. Although just once I did visit his workshop. What workshop? There is an enormous fabrication laboratory where he constructed my great machine. Susan is like, is this guy for real? Why didn't you mention this before? In October's workshop. There's every chance you might find the man there. So you've been to Drebber's place of work then? Yes, just once, you understand? It was an enormous place. We have room to construct the kinesis machine, you see? Where can we find it? We have to go there at once. There's a good chance that we'll find Drebber there. Well, yes, definitely. I'm sure. As in, I'm sure you're not going to want to hear this. But I have absolutely no idea where the workshop is at now. I'm so sorry. I was more than half expecting that. You see, I was blindfolded the carriage the entire way there. If I unfolded you, he wasn't taking any chances then. That place was incredible, the pinnacle of modern engineering. Even the oil he used was the very best. The special French machine oil that's impossible to obtain in Britain. Ah, the indescribable scent of that imported oil. Perfumers across the world will forget their secret formula and use that instead. What do you think, Mr. Sato? You the machine for your next birthday?
I've never used any kind of perfume, Mr. Naruto, and I'm not sure I'd like to start with that. I don't suppose you know even part of a workshop address, Professor. You don't have a business card from Mr. Drebber, for example?
The man was clearly very cautious, Mr. Sato. There was no possibility he could have... Aha! Yes, I do! He made his business card once. It's right here, look! What?
Well, they
Let me see that!
Try to get to the wind, why don't you?
Enoch Drebber, engineer. I'm afraid that's all it says. There's no address.
Then what's the fucking point? No? Oh well, I can't say I'm surprised. Still, this could be useful. Why is there a crossing? Wait, is this? Is this a battery? Or is it like a magnet? Maybe? Why would it have
No, the battery symbols, yeah.
like it has a plus and a minus, so it's either like it seems to imply that it has some sort of charge to it. Huh,
What the fuck?
what is this thing? This dark spots here.
I think perhaps it's machine oil.
Ah, yes, possibly. Professor Harebrain mentioned something about the oil Mr. Drebber uses, didn't he? Said it was specially imported, very high quality oil. That's impossible to obtain in Britain.
Yes, that's right. But more importantly, that it's more fragrant than the finest perfume. So, excuse me a moment. Oh, doesn't appear to have any scent at all.
Don't worry, I expect that's just because there's such a tiny amount of it on here. There's a smear of machine oil in the reverse, okay. How is that going to be important? Ah, fascinating, yes! It's found where I come from, it's the symbol of a defense lawyer. Wearing it is very bracing, I find. Ah, your words make some sense to me, but they are entirely illogical. Oh, okay, it's the same thing as before, blah 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 blah.
Oh.
Alright, do you have anything to say about the balloon? What do you make of this? Ah, yes, I said I need to provide hypothesis, isn't it? No. Then take it away! I don't want to be bothered with anything else in this in my side. I can put on hair on. Ah, how could this have happened? You must feel off. Oh, okay, so this is so another repeat. I love how it's like a scientific person just believes in karma. Do you have anything to say about your named screwdriver? Professor, do you recognize this? Oh, it's Andrew, my faithful friend. How have you been? Are you alright? How is mistreated you, have they? Don't worry, he's being very well looked after. I always rub him with machine oil till he's gleaming. Right. I think when I come to tighten a screw with him, he slips in my hand and I can do it. Is that the age-old problem faced by the Drebber files the world over, isn't it? I really wouldn't know, I'm afraid. Incredible. Sorry. I moved to scratch my chin and I hit the microphone. Alright, it's like, experiment sketch? No. Autopsy report? No.
Du- 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 du-
Alright, well, let's move on, gang. Experimentation.
Well,
Foot of the crystal Tawere. What the fuck?
I had no idea there were so many people in the world.
I know what you mean, it's really packed here today.
It feels as though it's taken us 2 hours just to make our way through the crowds at this point.
Has it? I shut my brain down so I didn't really notice, to be honest.
Gosh, I do wish I had your absence of mind sometimes, Mr. Naruhodo.
Is that Gregson? Yep. Here you are. I have feeling you too will show your bugs before long. Oh, Inspector Gregson. So you're hard at work as usual. Warm greetings to you. I hope you've been keeping well since last we met. Was it not the ceremony? We just saw each other in court this morning. No, you, Sunshine. The little woman so loyally at your side.
Oh, why, thank you, Inspector. How good of you to notice.
Might be a bit rough around the edges, but he's still a proper English gentleman at the heart, I suppose. As you probably guessed, we were hoping to investigate the scene some more. Right, well, that's a young trainee's domain. Oh, you get over here, Gina. Jeez.
She's got a pupper.
You didn't notice?
I didn't notice. I was too busy. I didn't notice it first. I'm not constantly staring at the screen.
She seems to be busy playing with a puppy, probably giving a traditional East End training.
Oh my god, it's a chopper. Oh my god.
Gina, she's a police officer now!
Literally having the same reaction as us.
Oh yeah, it's gonna newsflash. It's Sato. She's part of the law now.
Not even a police officer, she's an investigator.
Mr. Naruhodo, why didn't you tell me?
Amazing, isn't it?
Love Gina.
She's a good kid, actually. Hers in the right place, anyway. She's a detection bug, if you ask me.
The gut of that thing is suspicious.
Yep, I think she'll follow in my footsteps nicely. What do you mean? I'm being transferred. It's time for me to say to the loo to London.
Oh no, really?
That's a bit sudden, isn't it? I had no idea. Where are you going to be posted then? Welcome to see how you're getting along. Not likely. Well, you're welcome to try. You don't mind a trip to France, that is? To France?
Please don't let anything happen to you while you're in France, please.
Oh my god, he's going the fucking, what's his name? Fuck, I forgot. Never mind, I was gonna make a Mystery of the Druids joke.
Bad.
Halligan, that was it, because fucking Halligan also goes to France at some point.
Oh, Halligan. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Every time I want to think of one game, I always end up thinking of the other one's name. So every time I think of Druid, my brain is like, okay, is it Halligan or Francis York Morgan from The Deadly Premonition? Because they're both like on the level of stupidity for me sometimes.
The Druids are scary, the Druids are coming, and is on the worry. By Halligan we've come to end the struggle, no matter how illegal, corrupt, or immoral. I have been working in the police prefecture. Should be right up my alley. But France? It's an entirely different country. I don't understand. Why would you be sent there? Probably because of his involvement with state secrets.
Also, to be fair, while it is in another country, it's literally next over the pond.
Shame that he gonna get sent to Spain. As the way you do work for Sunshine. Now don't go poking your nose when it's not wanted.
Oh man, he just tried to do his job.
I intend to take the kid with me when I go.
Oh.
What? You are taking Gina to Paris? We can leave her here in London. Who knows what will become of her? I don't know if she's gonna agree with that. So she's worried she'll back into slipping her hands into people's pockets and purses.
I don't think he's worried about her pickpocketing, Mr. Naruto. I think he's worried about the Reaper.
Oh, of course. So that's playing on Inspector Grexon's mind too, is it? I love how everyone's thoughts on Gina completely changed across the games. Anyway, I haven't mentioned any of this to Gina, so don't go babbling until you hear me. No, of course not. I gotta give the Diving Diva safe and sound. I need all this is over at least. Oh god, she has been triggered. Oh, hey, you just call me a blooming Diving Diva again?
That's what got your attention.
So you heard that, did ya? Alright, well, any questions over this scene? You can put into my cable detective diva here. Alright, you are the boss. Spectre is in charge here now. God, imagine Greatest Attorney Investigations, and it's just Gregson and Gina. I suppose I'd better keep my word and not mention anything about Paris. So, Gina, you got a new dog, have you? Oh, she's gonna be. Oh my god!
Oh my god, look at him!
Oh!
Toby.
Any great? Toby's his name?
Oh my god, you named it after Gregson.
Oh,
Your name
he
is
did.
Gregson, oh my god.
I used to know a dog named Toby.
No.
He was nice. He was my grandma's dog.
No.
Oh, how delightful! He's absolutely adorable.
Yes, the dog does seem lovely. But it's the not so lovely Spectre Gregson that's playing on my mind, to be honest.
I might like cats, but holy shit, is that pupper adorable. Pupper.
Oh,
Toby the dog!
I see. I guess if we had asked someone anything to see before talking to Strongheart, it would have been a different conversation. Oh well.
I guess we missed something. Oh well.
Gina, we were actually hoping that we could investigate the scene again. Yeah, alright, if it's around here, you can do what you like. Oh, that's alright, is it? I'm gonna be playing with my new friend here.
Look how happy he is.
Look at the tail go.
In fact, they have the same handkerchief around their neck.
Yeah, my weakness is you put little handkerchiefs or scarves on animals. It's just 20 times more
Oh
adorable.
my god, I look at them.
Hello, I'm Toby.
The ever-growing spiral upwards of Gina Lestrade.
Gina appears and it continues to be the best character every time.
Gina's
every
life just keeps improving. We'd love to see it.
Let's hope it. I hope it only goes up from here.
It is the anti-gumshoe.
So, she had all of the good luck, so that Gumshoe had to Gumshoe had to suffer in the future.
There's only 2 cases after this. What could go wrong?
I mean, she's going to Paris, so what could go wrong is we stop seeing her and seeing her joy.
Please help be safe.
Ah, yes, Toby. Give her enough time, she'll take Strongheart's job.
Alright, but Saber, you're now Toby. Be the Toby.
But Toby already barks.
I don't care.
The machine that exploded must be at the top of those stairs, I presume.
We need to be ready in case Toby ends up being a witness, okay, Faye?
I haven't actually seen it yet, so if you don't mind.
Sorry, I can't go up there, Suze. Suze.
Oh,
It's like I told you yesterday, and I am not allowed near that wreck. What's it called again? The reason we ain't supposed to touch it? The Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. Is that what you were thinking of? That's the one! That's why only them are allowed to investigate it. What are they called again? The Forensic something? Forensic Investigation Team is what you were thinking of? That's the one, yeah?
but isn't it the case that the special dispensation has been lifted?
I think so, I don't really get it, to be truthful with ya. Is he supposed to get permission from some big wig or so other as far as I know? What was his name again? Oh, Lord Strange something?
I'm not sure that's quite right, Gina. I think you mean Lord Strongheart, perhaps.
That's the one, yeah. Apparently he's always watching the time or something.
Actually, we just recently been to see Lord Strongheart.
Recently he's 33, Gina will come back as the Queen of England.
God.
You what? You met him? Last time the boss was called to go and see him. He waited for 3 hours at the coast office and came back sniveling. Tragic.
Well, Lord Strongheart has been given us permission to examine the scene as long as we touch nothing.
Oh yeah? Honestly? Alright then, go ahead. But if it turns out you're lying, it'll be the boss who gets it. He'll never eat another chip again in his life. No, poor Craigsy.
Gregson really was a gumshoe all along.
If he gets his chips taken, how will he eat them in France, where they're known?
He'll have to survive off his new bag of frog legs.
Sure.
Listen. I don't know what the fuck they eat up there.
Well, if he was going to Spain, I could say he could get a glass of snails.
The French pretty much eat anything they can get their hands on.
Spicy snails are very good, yeah.
I've heard a lot of strange fruit from France. Okay, so I'm just like okay. Also,
Now, obviously he'll be walking around with a charcuterie, charcuterie board.
So y'all eat snails?
Yeah.
Snail.
Huh.
I haven't had any of myself, but I would taste them.
We eat a different version of the dish than the French, though.
Ooh,
We
what you
don't-
do with them?
We don't eat snail here.
I don't know how to describe it honestly. I think they are like boiled, and then they're like seasoned in this one's very spicy sauce.
Ooh.
I don't think we eat anything like that, like no snails or mollusks kind of like things, unless it's specifically sea-based.
I mean, to be fair, snails seem like one of the easiest animals to grow up at least, so...
Yeah, they fuck like rabbits, so...
and they can't really escape.
Unless it's that one snail, they're searching for the one man to kill.
I don't want to eat it now. I want to look
Later,
at it.
Pain!
Bye, Pain. I just want to stare at a snail like it's a little mouse. I just want to stare at it like, that's cool.
I've had
Yeah,
I had a few snails in boxes before. They're silly little guys.
I like them.
I mean, you can keep snail as a pet, and you can eat other snails.
Just like how you can keep a pig as a pet and also eat pork.
Yum.
Damn, my garden, it's being ruined. Curse you, snails!
Curse you, snail! I love her little like ooh face she does when she's being all smug.
I know, it's lovely.
So you're still saying all this about board, are ya?
I'm sure everything will be fine.
That really would be tragic. I love how concerned they are about the inspector's chips. Alright then, there's the stairs, off you go.
Yay.
Oh, thank you, Gina.
I do like how she actually got a fitting jacket for herself.
Yeah, she finally has the true show of status, a jacket her size. It was great, weren't it? I'll right laugh, it was a new one on me that.
I'm gonna be right back. I need to go turn on the oven to prepare some food and also get a snack for I am hungry.
Okay, we'll wait for you.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. God, I did not expect the fucking fiddling and diddling. Ugh. And from that we go to Toby the dog.
Yay! The cutest thing to come out of this game yet.
Nah, that's Cena.
Fair.
Gina is absolute bean.
Which one is better, Wakahai or Topi?
I don't know. Wagahai has a soul crime, so I guess Toby has to reach that level yet.
God, now I wonder how snakes taste like.
From what I heard, most lizards taste like chicken.
Neat. Then again, I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering that birds and lizards are somewhat related. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
I'm just happy for the Gina arc,
Yeah.
but I'm also sad that she's leaving for the worst country on Europe, JK.
Man, it's not the worst country.
I know, like I said, it's a joke.
I know. I mean, it cannot be the worst country. Sweden still exists. Yeah. Do you? I love how the green piece of cloth is still on the ground there.
What?
You know the green piece of thing we examined?
No, like I didn't hear what you said.
How the green piece of like the balloon is still there on the ground.
Yeah, no, it's just limply laying there, waiting to be forensic.
This has been a good case.
It is, yes. I can't wait to continue it when Spec comes back. Just saw a meme of like how the United States got literally no prizes in the shooting sport of the Olympics.
Don't worry. I'm sure they have some excuse.
Oh my god.
Just the same way as how their basketball team hasn't exactly been performing spectacularly.
Da 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 da. Para 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 para.
Da-da.
Hmm.
Ma.
Hello.
Appa.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to think what the pun in Enoch Drebber's name is, but I haven't figured it out yet.
And whose name?
Enoch Drebber.
Which one was that? Who was that again?
The engineer.
Oh, okay.
Don't Google it, you'll be spoiled.
I wasn't wanting to. What the fuck? You're trying to find what the pun in the name or something?
Yeah. Ah, that's why. It's not a pun.
Only thing I can think of is Drebber is a name I know from one of the books, but I don't know any actual puns.
That's what I just said.
Oh.
Okay. Hey. You know, being a girl not spending the whole time worrying about what we found out.
You did keep an awful lot of secrets in all your previous court appearances, didn't you?
Yeah, I always made things out for me every single time I know. Just doing my job, Gina. Watching someone else get in the neck is a lot of fun, actually. Also, I think when you saw that dodgy professor's dodgy experiment was a total fix.
That dodgy professor, as you put it, Gina, is Mr. Naruhodo's client.
Yes, I started to wish he wasn't, though. Well then, damn.
Oh boy.
No boy.
Is the boss I feel sorry for? Sent out to do the impossible?
What do you mean?
It's our stories that all go, Winnie. I ain't tired for tomorrow, no. You know, the dodgy engineer. What's his name again? Mr. Drebber, you mean? Enoch Drebber. That's the one, yeah. So police are looking for this mysterious man with the black monocle. I guess they would be. He's putting too much on the boss if you ask me. He says he's giving him a headache.
Oh.
Oh dear. But I do wonder if that isn't actually from all the fried food.
Nah, it couldn't be.
Engineers whereabouts. Scotland Yard trying to track down Mr. Enoch Drebber. I wonder if they've had any luck. It's really funny looking. Got your eyes what don't watch. Stole a glimpse of a picture of him earlier. I didn't actually paint your often. The other bit got it. Sorry, who? You know, that Scowling Reaper who's always scowling down glasses of that bloody red plonk. Bloody red plonk.
Ah, Lord 16.
He's always had eye for me, a cop. We'll see how he's calling about mine. But it would have been a pretty good boss, I suppose. Should I be the Reaper's apprentice and a detective trainee? The way I see it, the purchase between a cheap guzzling detective and a chalice gaggling demigod, you're equally badly off with both. I suppose you're right. I thought of it like that. We'll put that one to bed. Anyway, the point is, everyone at the yard's dead set on finding the fishy engineer. But there don't seem to be no clues to go on. So there's talk. There's nothing that can lead us to Drebber at all. Where'd you find a little mud then, Gina? Oi! Don't be so flaming rude, although. Is that a reaction, don't you think? Yeah, no mud, alright? Tommy's? I put it. Oh yeah, a bona fide detective.
She's doing puns now. Oh my god.
Sorry? I am here probably tie on everything. It's Chief Inspector Toby to you.
Oh my god, Chief Inspector Toby.
More senior than Inspector Gregson, is he?
Oh, so he's a police dog, is he?
Do you recruit dogs now?
I've heard that they are already being used officially in Germany as part of the city policing. They use for chasing criminals and such like. They have a wonderful sense of smell after all.
A very good sense of smell as it happens. And there are undergarments that have been freshly landed there from undergarments that haven't. That's nothing compared to this little fella, though. Oh, really? I mean, do what the boss said? Oh my god!
God, can we? I wish we could hide the thing. Oh, look at this.
Toby
Oh
gun.
my-
Look at him, he's so ready. He's ready to do his leafing.
This is my Tobyinator.
Once Toby's
I'm ready, ma'am.
once Toby ears got a hold whiff of your doors, you could chase that sent to the other side of the world. What? To the other side of the world? You mean he can swim? God damn it, Ryonosuke.
Naruto.
Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm starting to think Ryonosuke is a bit of a neurodivergent too.
I'm starting to see why Susato is so worried.
Because his ability to just take everything at face value it amazes me more and more.
I love it to fucking death. Oh my
I
god.
think you may have missed the point. I am rather worried, Martin.
I just can't believe this little dog has such an incredible skill. I'm telling you, Odo, there's gonna be more and more dogs doing their before for in the future.
Yes, I agree.
Right, all of these days they'll be working orders at a slot, not the other way around.
No.
Oh dear. Sorry, Gina. I don't think I agree with your vision quite that much.
Well, anyway, whatever you think about that, Toy here, Britain's first place though.
No.
I found him down the other day, so I just chucked him out the street. There you go, I knew she'd lifted him from somewhere.
Oh, Gina, you're such a kind-hearted soul, aren't you? To children and to animals.
Oh boy. Alright, let's examine.
Literally just found him, and the dog's just like, "This is my new mom now. I like her."
Ah, the Crystal Tower. I can't believe I'm seeing it such a close proximity with my own eyes.
Kirisuke is the epitome of the person who would say, why would people on the internet lie to me? You've really been looking forward to the great exhibition, haven't you, Miss Sato?
Oh yes, when I found out that I had to return to Japan, I'm afraid I guessed my luck.
But here you are, back in London, gazing up at the magnificent tower.
I know. Perhaps I was wrong to curse my luck so harshly.
Yay! Okay, this is the same, this is to go up, this is the famous balloon piece.
Here's the scorching on the ground that you mentioned.
Yes, and there's what left of the green balloons envelope. All clear evidence of the balloon that exploded the day of the incident.
Oh, Professor Hairbrain, I do feel sorry for him that his dreams have been shattered like this.
Someone's well and truly burst his bubble, as it were. Ouch, I'm a bad person. Wow.
So mean.
Da, 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 da. But I think that the symbolic landmark of the Great Exhibition has been damaged like that. Oh wait, that was a Santa. Whoops. Sorry.
It's okay, I didn't actually register it either.
What a shame that the symbolic landmark of the Great Exhibition has been damaged like that.
Yes, unfortunately the birdcage crashed into the most prominent position possible. It's the gods giving us a warning if you ask me. Man must travel under his own steam and not cut corners with instantaneous kinesis.
But imagine what might happen if the birdcage had landed in a slightly different location.
That crashed onto a person.
The death toll could have been far worse.
Indeed.
So I think perhaps it was a blessing in disguise.
Well, the gods are benevolent, obviously. I'd say it was just a warning. Man must travel on his own steam, or next time birdcages will rain down on all of you.
Your fate is much stronger than I realized.
Well, how do you think I passed the entrance exam for Yume University? Wasn't by studying alone. I pray. Oh, he. I see. He used the Persona 3 strategy. He prayed until his intelligence rose by like 5 levels.
Let's go!
Oh look, a flying balloon! I've never seen one in flesh before.
I understand how they can fly, so high up as well.
Oh, but think of the view, Mr. Naruto. You must be able to see for miles and miles.
I'll think of it, and it terrifies me. I mean, it would be certain death if you fell out.
I just realized something. Even Ryonosuke's own goddamn descendants doesn't travel except by using his own 2 feet with a bike.
Yeah. Phoenix cannot afford a fucking car. He has been cursed by Naruto by his predecessor.
I'm certain.
You go.
No, so it was how it always was, I guess.
I'm sure they're perfectly safe. After all, they've been invented by some of the brightest minds in the world.
Let's not forget that we know at least one has exploded.
I'm sure there are other ways to fly.
Yes, in fact, in 10 years we will have airplanes, and then in 60 years we will go to space. Hold up, something doesn't feel right here.
And at some point we also invented helicopter.
Helicopter.
God, from a historical standpoint, the 20th century is such a fucking nutty era. Like, in the same century, you go from flying on, like, crappy, papery planes to suddenly reaching the moon.
By the way, it's Tins was the what you said in 10 years. There would be what now?
Flying the first airplane flight.
In around 20 to 30 more years, that's when you get the first practical helicopter. By the way.
Well, the first helicopter, but I think it was the army that actually made helicopter that we used. Funnily enough, because it was, I think it was US Air Force, since there was a big division between Navy, Air Force and Army. And the Air Force was like, no, Army doesn't get any place. We are the Air Force, we use the planes. But since Army actually, could use some air support at the time, they were like, well, fine then, we'll make our own flying machine.
Still, it wasn't properly until like the 30s before like a proper long distance helicopter would be invented.
Yeah, but I was talking like after the World War II.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your police trial today, eh? My god, schedule me in the witness stand. Oh, really? Yeah, I look pretty good, right? Testimony of mine was spot on. I'm not sure that spot on is quite the right description. And look! Up. Oh! Okay, game. And look!
And look!
Oh, how on? I'm searching. I'm searching. There it is. I was in a special edition and all. I bought a copy. Sorry, my voice for Gina cracked there.
Also, Spec,
Yeah.
does Face still sound as loud to you as before?
I don't know. Faye, speak.
Eh.
Yeah, he sounds fine.
Okay, then I might have accidentally tuned him down at some point.
Oh,
Probably.
that's a lovely picture of you, Tina.
But I thought you couldn't read. What are you taking me for? I'm cramming every day. Ah, I see. I said at A and I already got all the way to E. It could be a long journey for you. This armband is proof, in Japan at least, that I'm a pre-defense lawyer. Okay. Defender. Crossbow.
And,
Look at this photograph.
God, Neon just sent me something and it's killing me.
Is it the SpongeBob Maya with the...
No.
Damn. Oh, I got a new thing from Neo. Let me see. Oh boy. I see the enemy objects are not working like they usually do. Stay, I learned enemy objects are continually fall over. Thank you, especially doing them with objects when they don't finally work right, they put. Sorry, I said to the table I bumped into. So I said to the enemy object that keeps making noise. Yeah, I'm going to have the persistent kitchen timer.
I'm be honest, I am literally both Herlock and Van Six in that picture.
About this, Gina. Yeah, still any me letters at the moment. I only know A to A. So if it ain't too much leading trouble.
Actually, Tina, it's the back of the card that's important.
How come? I just need the old swatch in the back, that's all.
It turns out that this is very high quality French masking oil. It has a very particular scent, apparently.
You don't say. Let's have a whiff then. You sure? I don't smell nothing. No, we didn't mean that you should smell it. Alright, you mean Toby.
Oh my
Come here,
god.
Pepper.
Look at him, he's so ready.
Come here, ancestor of missile, the best dog.
Sense of smell is so good he can track people over the oceans, can't he?
Professor Hairbrain informs us that this oil is unique to Mr. Drebber's workshop.
She actually points at him and he just starts sniffing.
Go, Toby.
I love Toby so much.
I love you.
He's so cute. Look at the boy. Go, Toby, go. Then he picked up a scent. So I mean, if you follow the scent to his oil, to could just let Tojico's workshop.
That's right. That's exactly what we were hoping.
Alright then, we'll give it a go. I'll just borrow that. What? Wait, did you? What's a pickpocket? Have I lead everyone to that Drebber's workshop? I'll be the boss before the next week.
Oh yes, Gina. I'm sure you'll be promoted.
Poor Gregson.
Oh boy.
Right then, Odo, leave it to me. Sorry? We're gonna get going after the touch engineer call with the right this minute. Oh, but hang on. Someone's supposed to be on guard duty here all the time. I'm afraid we can't help. We need to get on with our investigation as well, Gina. Alright. Oh well, never mind. It ain't gonna be me who gets it in the neck. He'll be the boss. Poor Gregson again. Right, Toby? Get well to your Senavia? Come on then, boy. See ya later. She just points like dog like it's a fucking metal detector. Just.
She's
I
just
don't know.
like. She's no cute like.
I do hope the scent of that oil leads them to that Sprinkler's workshop.
Yes, I hope so too. Ideally before the dog swims across the channel to France.
I'm worried for you.
I just love Naruho's brain. He just sees his little pupper swimming across the ocean.
The stairs lead up to the experimentation stage. Let's go see what we can find out. Man, what a wreckage!
Damn. I have a mental image of people like on a boat and there's a little pupper in the ocean just slowly swimming towards the country. It's like
he's
"Go,
just
boy,
he's
go,
just
take- lead
swimming
us."
just swimming faster than an actual yacht.
Go, boy, go!
Oh my, so this is the machine. That was used to deceive people into thinking instantaneous kinesis had taken place.
Yes, that's right. Or rather, it was the machine. Say the words were weird at the moment.
What extraordinary lengths Professor Hepburn went to in order to obtain the research grant.
No, the professor was strict as well. He didn't know anything about it.
Yes, of course. It is amazing though, isn't it? The scale of the whole affair is so very precise.
Right about that. You'll never see such a grand deception in Japan, that's for sure.
Oh look, is that... Lord Van Six?
Man, this machine fucking sucks. So, I think we're more or less done here, aren't we? Shall we, Mrs. Sato?
Oh really?
He is the Reaper, remember? We do well to keep our distance, I think.
But we have permission to be here, from the top. You're perfectly well allowed to investigate this machine, as long as we don't touch anything.
From the top? Do you mean our Strongheart?
Exactly. So we can stay here and stare at this wreckage as long as we like.
She could have been at the center of the explosion here, and you wouldn't even have been her, wouldn't have been her steel wheel. Alright, hello, Sixie. Ah, least approachable man in the world, winner. 10 years in a row.
Be strong, Mr. Naruhodo. Your country and your assistants stand firm behind you.
Lord Van Six.
Whoosh. What?
Well, bit of weather we're having, isn't it?
I thought I was making it quite clear that I didn't want to be disturbed. Apparently, you Nipponese are unequipped to read the signs.
Oh, I read them.
So, what are you doing here? Entry to this area is prohibited.
Ah, well, the thing is...
Lord Chief Justice Strongheart granted us permission to investigate. On the condition that we didn't disturb anything.
And yet you've managed to disturb me.
Ah,
Never mind. State your business then.
come to think of it, there are quite a few things I'd like to ask Lord Van Six about. The least of which is that awful case, even though it's nothing to do with this.
Ask away, Mr. Naruhodo. You won't know unless you try.
So, Clint. great job, Ryonosuke, great fucking job. You have the subtlety of a fucking bag of hammers.
Hey, be nice. Bag of hammers would probably be more subtle. At least they are in the bag.
I'm.
Like, it's like...
No,
So,
like,
so
I don't
hey,
know.
about your old brother.
You can't just drop backstory stuff on me.
What's the name of your older brother, I understand, Orban 6?
I love how I could imagine him saying that the exact same tone like he was before, asking, so, Nice weather we are having.
So, nice what we're having. So, Clint.
You Nipponese. I always had to be on guard whenever you are around.
I used the wave machine on your Facebook page, Van 6.
So, you've been investigating me, have you?
Oh, no, it's not like that. Well, alright, it is a bit like that.
My older brother was also a prosecutor. He was the pride of the Van Siegs family.
And then the Fire Nation attacked.
But tragically, a vicious killer took him from us.
The professor, you mean? Is something funny?
That's the extent of what you discovered, is it? I shouldn't be surprised.
Sorry, there's more to it then?
Lackluster work is very much your trademark, isn't it?
Ah, you're too kind. Are you going to throw all Nipponese with the same brush next?
Yes.
So tell me, what's your interest in that historic incident?
As it happens, Lord Van Siegs, there's a rather curious case that's come to our attention. Are you aware of the Madame Taspel Museum of Waxwork by any chance?
I am, naturally. I believe that since last month I feature in one of the displays there for public scorn.
Of course, the infamous Reaper of the Valley will have to be executed, wouldn't he?
For public scorn, specifically. Damn.
Well, a particular waxwork has been stolen from the place and held for ransom.
A particular waxwork, which... Wait, you mean...
Yes, it's the professor. Mr. Jones is investigating the case as we speak.
I was unaware of that.
He's turned as white as a sheet. Are the police trying to locate the engineer, Mr. Drebber, already?
Surely that goes without saying.
We're very keen to see him found as well. The trouble is, we don't have much to go on aside from the description of the man we heard in court earlier.
Which, according to Professor Hairbrain, was of a tall, thin gentleman who was straight, white hair and wears a black monocle.
So I was just wondering, I mean, unless it's probably not possible, but...
We'd very much appreciate any more clues you can give us.
Wow, Sato-san really knows how to take the bull by the horns.
Fine, why not? I have a photograph of the man here from an investigation 10 years ago.
Jesus, he look...
Though it appears he already had that black monocle at the time.
Is he like the brother of Side? What the hell?
A little cross on his little jacket.
It's probably a plus to the minus on the other side of the jacket.
Hmm.
Motherfucker looks like a Final Fantasy character.
The man looks like a character who walked straight out of Black Butler.
He also looks like a Professor Layton character.
Yeah.
Speaking of, hey look, it's Professor Layton on the back of the picture. with,
You're not wrong. There he is.
with his legendary top hat.
Oh.
Yes, his one and only, the only person to ever have a top hat.
The only man ever bird it. What?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just surprised that you shared that with us.
We all need the man's testimony in court tomorrow. Which means we have to do everything we possibly can to track him down in the short time available. So why wouldn't I show you the photograph?
What is it about Lorban 6? Sometimes I just can't work him out at all. Oh boy.
Hello.
The way he has that cloak on, he makes me feel he's gonna go maidenless.
For me, it makes me think of the fucking secret fight from Kingdom Hearts 1.
They all work, honestly.
The file I requested for the trial tomorrow.
So, what is your name? It's Amsem.
Good name, my man.
Or as my friends call me, man sex.
Thank you.
Oh no, she's also getting the fucking... Like, everyone who sees this man is instantly like, wait a second.
Wait a fucking demon
I
second.
like how it's just a gut feeling on this man. It's just what happens. Like, I'm sorry, what?
I love how we joked about this, and instantly everything in the game is confirming it.
I can't wait for him to speak one line, and then he walks away and never never says a thing again for like the rest of the entire chapter.
No, he doesn't even say anything. He just pulls off the cape before speaking.
God.
Are you alright?
Who is this man, Mr. Naruhodo?
Urban 6 apprentice, apparently. So not the only one. Like, they are really driving home that this is 100% Kazuma.
Which almost makes me feel like it won't be, but at the same time it has to be. Like,
You know, I won't say any. To be fair, I'm not sure if I know, but if this is Kazuma, man, they were taller than I realized.
oh yeah, no, Kazuma is was a tall boy from what I remember.
Man is fucking exactly the same height that Van Seeks, almost at least.
So Sato-san can see it too.
Lot 16. Maybe speak with your apprentice for a moment.
With him? Why? Kazuma-sama!
Well, they aren't even trying to hide that. She immediately's like, Kazuma, wake the fuck up.
Oh no.
Oh god, he's actually speaking. Also, oh, can I ask? Does the Korok tell us height on people, or no?
No.
I forget. Damn, I was wondering and see if we can see how tall Vansix was. I guess assuming this is Cosmo, I guess I'm him.
You are the man, the one and only.
I guess instead of anime voice, he has the edgy voice for now.
No, I know what we must do. We must put a normal bandana on him and see if it starts flowing.
I mean, Ryonosuke is carrying the bandana.
So I guess I'll just go with the more brooding
Holy
voice.
shit! Van 6 is 6'4", or 192 centimeters.
Jeebus! That's a tall motherfucker.
That's only slightly lower than fucking Great Ono himself.
No, no, Van Six is almost taller than fucking Brock.
He's definitely the same height as Brock Hansover.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yes, yeah, Brock is only 4 inches taller than him when he stands up straight, so yeah, that's... Wow, Van Six is tall as fuck. Cosmo, how fucking tall are you?
It's the power of the anime katana.
Kazuma...
I don't believe it!
Your posture, your presence. It can only be... It's you, isn't it, Kazuma-sama?
I felt something strange the very first time I encountered this clock figure. As if I knew him somehow. Can it really be you, Kazuma? But wait! Too late.
Sorry, I'm the evil brother, Vizuma. What's going on here?
Oh boy. Now that's a can of worms.
What's your interest in my apprentice?
That... Thanks for the follow.
No.
Oh, I don't even see that on the mod thing. Weird.
Oh, your name is... Oh god, fuck, I can't believe it. Look at the name, Saber. I cannot believe this shit. I am upset by this development.
I'm refreshing. I need to see this because I don't see it.
You won't understand the name.
Oh,
It's between Saber and I. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome to us doing city voices as we get amazed by the depths of Ryunosuke depravity. And also the fact that they are diddling her brain. You read this, right, Saber?
Yeah, I did.
What's wrong, Lawyer Tuesday? Because you've been seeing a train traveler.
You act as if you know the man or something.
That's my Kyodai! Well,
Since when has he been in your care?
You know, this moment I found him off on this boat this one time.
I don't recall you having an apprentice before I left Britain 6 months ago.
Lord Strongheart introduced him to me about 3 months ago now.
I imagine Lord Strongheart like, we can save this lawyer, we have the technology.
Oh my
With-
god.
With instructions to mentor him as a prosecutor.
This will make very great yaoi drama. He will have an epic fight with the other Japanese lawyer, yes. All according to the plan. But he didn't tell you why, did he?
The man appears to be suffering from amnesia. He's forgetting every last detail about himself.
He has amnesia?
Tomorrow he will appear in court at my
Oh
side.
boy, he gets an assistant? Oh.
Prosecutor assistant. Oh my god. So wait. So we have main character Faye with Saber assistant, and then we have prosecutor Saber with Specky assistant.
Hell yeah, baby!
I hope he actually speaks during it. Honestly, that's gonna be fun. If I wait, I just realized if he does become prosecutor, that means there's a chance he might become straight up prosecutor later.
I hold tight to my theory that the last case will be Naruhodo versus Kazuma
Which means I have to be prosecutor.
as a way to wrap up the entire game. Like it
Bro,
starts with
if I-
Naruhodo accompanied by Kazuma and it ends with Naruhodo surpassing Kazuma.
If I have to be the prosecutor, holy shit, that's gonna be a first for me.
What?
He is to serve as my judicial assistant on Lord Strongheart's orders.
Same role as Isato.
He'll be in court with us?
You know, that's actually terrifying. Imagine having to fight against Von Six and Kazuma at the same time, because apparently they were both kind of menaces.
they both fight to the death people.
Now then, unless I'm much mistaken, I believe this conversation has run its course.
Oh, yes, thank you. I definitely saw a reaction there. Oh. When Susan called out like that, it really seemed to hit a nerve. When she called out Kazuma-sama. Oh boy.
Look at this graph.
Oh. There's an opinion about that song.
The winner of the case gets a sword in the divorce. Thanks, Neon.
Message, but I don't see what's illegal about me asking. Alright, so we cannot ask anything to 1-6, understood.
Whoa. What a terrible explosion it must have been. Even the steel girders have buckled and twisted in the blast.
What they call the birdcage was right in the middle of it all, just here.
But look, Mr. Naruto, that metal grill on the floor. Looks as though it's designed to open.
It does, doesn't it? If the floor had opened at the precise moment the explosion occurred, the birdcage could have dropped through and disappeared from sight.
I don't think there's any doubt that this was a very elaborate hoax, is there?
So it can drop through, which means the guy fell through.
Yeah, the faker fell through the hole into a lower chamber.
Oh, isn't it exhilarating? All this different architecture from all corners of the world.
Does make you feel a bit like an explorer, doesn't it? I know it's all subjective, but the onion-shaped roofs have really caught my attention personally.
It is very subjective, isn't it?
Japanese buildings with their wood and paper construction have excellent ventilation. I've realized that British buildings, being made from brick and stone, are pretty strong and long-lasting. The more you know about how things are done in other countries, the more you understand your own, I feel.
Oh yes, I do agree with you there.
I can't help wondering what an onion does for the roof of a building. I mean, I suppose it's playing on my mind because I don't like the taste of onions.
You really oughtn't to let your taste in vegetables dictate your taste in roofs, Mr. Naruto.
He is neurodivergent. Holy shit.
So we have on one hand Rohodo and on the other hand we have Sholmes.
If their bloodlines cross at some point, oh no. Wait, is that just how Phoenix came to be?
This wasn't here yesterday.
Really? But if I'm not mistaken, it's the cage in which the victim was standing before he was apparently beamed through here.
That's right, the birdcage. According to what Professor Herbrand said in court, it's made of wood.
Or more precisely, Japanese cypress, I think. And despite having been in an explosion and then falling from great height, it's relatively unharmed. What wonderful durable construction, wouldn't you say, Mr. Naruto?
I'd understood that the forensic investigation team had taken it away yesterday to examine it. Suppose they must have brought it back here when they finished their work.
But sadly not with the body inside it.
No, that's right. I know we were given strict instructions not to touch anything, but still, this is too important a piece of evidence to overlook. We need to for it for trial.
The bird cage.
The birdcage.
Woo!
Yippee.
You had already met that masked man, hadn't you, Mr. Naruto?
Yes, yesterday, in fact, at Lord Van Sick's office.
I see. And if Kazuma-sama really is still alive, it means that Mr. Soames lied to us.
I know. We're going to need to speak to him about that.
You're going to have to leave now. The forensic investigation team are due to arrive shortly. If they find you here, it will cause problems.
What sort of problems?
Foreign affairs problems.
Well, we could do without that. Alright, we'll be on our way. Let's go, Mr. Sato.
Of course.
Damn.
Oh boy.
There's so much more I want to check there, though. Especially underneath.
No.
Damn.
Oh boy, Madame does spells.
Oh my! No wonder it's called the House of Horrors. I'd like to turn on my heels and go straight home. We at the confectionery.
I want some cheesecake on the way.
Being scared makes you crave sweets? I understand that.
Yeah. I desire cheesecake every time I'm spooked.
I was looking forward to a reunion after 6 months away, but there's no sign of Mr. Soames anywhere.
That's strange. He should be here investigating this abduction of the waxwork. I gonna be posting again, isn't he?
He's gonna be behind the curtain or some shit posing somewhere.
Oh well, I suppose we'll have to come back again later.
Pan to the right.
Oh,
And then
Huh.
the ladder.
no. He's
Where
not.
the fuck is he?
He actually
Okay.
isn't here. Impressive.
I get. Alright, so she got hooked on. It looks like it's busted there on the bottom a bit. Probably where it
Ah,
landed.
look here, Mr. Sato.
Oh yes, the wood's cracked and broken a little. I suppose because it fell from such height.
Yes, from the height at which the balloon was flying down into the crystal tower below. A fall of about 30 feet. Or 9 meters.
Leaving the man inside tragically dead.
Crashed down with the inside of the crystal tower, causing damage to space.
Still, the wound he has is confusing, and all this is very whack.
It's especially confusing because if this thing landed on its feet, why would he have broken his neck? He would have broken his legs if anything.
Probably doesn't help. There's been but my memory is short-circuiting, so I don't have all the perfect details cleanly in my brain. So I can't even formulate a good gut feeling. I'm just like, eh. I don't know. That's it. You have the contraption that holds him in there. Yeah, his little hooks on top that keep him inside. The door, the little busted part at the bottom.
Doesn't seem like there's anything else I can investigate.
Sadly, no. I don't
Oh
see anything
well.
either. Kinda disappointing. Oh well.
You spin me right round, baby.
I guess. I guess forensics are safe. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
Hold
leave.
on, hold on. Be here too.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I was probably gonna stop before we go to the forensics area, since that's probably gonna be where the longest interactions are going to happen.
Okay, I just want you to pan right real quick
Okay.
and examine the ladder.
Oh, of course.
Ah, there's a stepladder there. Look,
Oh, yes. A stepladder.
I think perhaps we should let the proprietors know that someone's left it out. The stepladder, I mean. Is something wrong?
Why do I feel as though I just managed to sidestep an argument? The top rung for having wrung your hands through every debate about ladders. Yes, we did it.
We got a ladder, sheep. Let's go.
This one's posture reveals his weakness.
Oh god, she must have Susato through the statue. Sorry?
The killer stance leaves him wide open to attack. I'm quite sure I could see him all through. With Susato takedown, then a Susato squash, and finally a Susato smash.
Right.
And if that doesn't render the culprit unconscious, a Susato slam should finish him.
A Susato slam?
I'm sorry, it's Rather hard to explain.
God.
Leave yourself open slightly and I'll demonstrate.
Absolutely not.
I want her as a fighting game character now.
they add an Ace Attorney character to the next Marvel vs. Capcom by Susato. Or they add Ryunosuke and Susato, but he's actually a grappler through Susato.
No, Herlock Soames and Susato.
But
God.
no, Policeman isn't here now, obviously. I can't believe he just happened to be on the jury, though.
I'd understood that London has a population of 6 million people, and yet... You do seem to run into the same people disproportionately often, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Susato.
Ah, yes, the heavy curtains in the middle of the House of Horrors. There's on the other side of them. You just know it's going to be terrifying, don't you?
The sign says it's Madame Tasper's special exhibit. It seems you have to pay extra to go inside.
I know, can you believe that? Pay more money? As if we haven't been scared enough already.
It's not my doing, Mr. Naruto.
God.
Oh, what a horrifying scene. A murderer caught in the grisly act.
I know, and in case you were wondering, it's the one with the big knife that's supposed to be the killer.
I don't think anybody would be in any doubt about that, sir.
Did you know that according to the description, the bathtub at the back has no particular significance?
What? Really? I would have thought it was meant to show that the killer also worked in that house peddling criminal wares.
You two have a very active imagination. Aha, we have a new theory! God.
God, you're fucking kidding. God, don't collect theories on this shit.
But hey, that's just a theory, a lawyer theory. Thanks for watching.
A bath theory.
But yeah, I think I'll leave it here before we go to the forensics area, because that's probably gonna be like the most jam-packed area of the whole thing since the new one.
I got to relax for like 2 hours today. Yippee!
Incredible. You got to do nothing until suddenly there was a Kazuma.
And then I went, Kazuma, and then left.
Literally, Iris appears at the start, she leaves, nothing happens, end of the stream, Kazuma appears, says one word, gone.
I get paid by the hour.
Alright. Okay. But yeah, with that, we're gonna call it for today. And since, since Pain is streaming right now, we are going to raid him.
Oh my god.
With the power of like 2 people.
I
Yeah.
am 2 people.
Yay!
I am 0 people.
Wait, what?
For
But-
I am a snake.
Oh, sorry, almost 3 hours of me getting to do nothing. Oh, I see.
Alright, let us start the raid. Thank you all for coming. Thank you Neon for being here. Thank you Neon Pain for visiting before the stream. And thank you Matt for coming in and welcome. We really love Ace Attorney here, so I think you'll enjoy it. And last but not least, thanks to anyone else who may have been watching. We will see you next time I stream, which is sometime in the future, between the span of a day and 2 weeks.
Between a day and 6 months.
Between a day and next year. Somewhere.
A day and the rest of existence.
Well, no, because I don't live that long. But I will see you guys later. Time to go to Pain. Woohoo!
Woo!
Yippee.
See ya!
Nyang!